Hello students, welcome to BioSmart Academy YouTube channel. In today's lecture, we are going to discuss about a very important topic, that is disaccharide. Okay, and before this topic, I already completed 3 lectures on monosaccharide, and all that lectures are very important from examination point of view. So before coming to this topic, please go and watch all that lectures on monosaccharide that I already uploaded on this BioSmart Academy YouTube channel. And also I want to recommend you that please follow BioSmart Academy YouTube channel, as this channel provides you free online lectures on YouTube, and all these lectures are arranged strictly on the basis of CSIR NET syllabus. You will be able to tackle any of this examination very easily if you follow BioSmart Academy YouTube channel. So now let's discuss about today's topic, that is disaccharide. In today's lecture we are going to discuss about a basic introduction and about the basic information of the disaccharides. Okay, so let's start today's topic, that is disaccharide. So first of all, you should know that what is disaccharide. Okay, so what is disaccharide? Di means what? Di means two. Di means two, and saccharide means sugar. It means a molecule which is made up of two sugar. It means a molecule which is made up of two sugar is known as disaccharide. So this is the basic concept of disaccharide. For example, if you take the example of monosaccharide, for example, monosaccharide is glucose, and if you combine another glucose with it, then it forms disaccharide, and that is maltose. So this is an example of disaccharide. Okay, so I will explain all these things with the help of a structure so that you get an easy concept about the disaccharide. Okay, so now just look at the structure. Okay, first I just explain you with the help of a simple explanatory structure so that you get the idea. Then I will draw the original structures of all the molecules. Okay, so suppose this is one molecule. So okay, this is one monosaccharide. Suppose this is one monosaccharide, this is OH group, and this is again OH group. So this is one monosaccharide. Okay, and this is another monosaccharide, that is okay, this is another monosaccharide. Okay, so these are the two monosaccharide. This is monosaccharide number 1 and this is monosaccharide number 2. Suppose this is two monosaccharide. Okay, now when these two monosaccharide combine, then the OH group from this monosaccharide and the AH group from this monosaccharide, that is OH group from the carbon C1 of this monosaccharide and H group from the carbon C4 of this monosaccharide, are basically expelled out in the form of what? In the form of water. That is, a condensation reaction takes place. Basically a condensation, or you can say dehydration reaction, where the water molecule is basically removed. So when a water molecule is removed, then how the structure look like? So the structure is now looks like this, as you can see, symbol. So the structure is look like this. Okay, so OH is removed, so there is no OH, and here H is removed, so there is no H, so only this O is remain. So just put this O and draw again this structure. Okay, draw again this structure. So this is again OH. So in this way this structure is basically formed, and here you can see a bond is formed, and the bond that is formed, that I mark in black, this bond is glycosidic bond. This bond is glycosidic bond. So I hope that you get the idea about the disaccharide, about the glycosidic bond, and how the disaccharide basically formed. Okay, so basically disaccharide are formed by the release of an water molecule, and after that the bond that is formed, that bond is known as glycosidic bond. Okay, so what will be the definition of glycosidic bond? That is a bond that is formed between the anomeric carbon atom of a monosaccharide, which is this one, and between the hydroxyl group, or you can say oxygen, or you can say alcohol group. Okay, so when this combined water molecule here is released, then the bond that is basically formed is known as glycosidic bond. So this is the proper definition of the glycosidic bond. So now I hope that you get the idea clear that how the glycosidic bond is formed, how the disaccharide molecule is formed, and how these two monosaccharide combine, and when these two monosaccharide combine, then water molecule is released, that is a dehydration process basically occur. So this is all you can say a basic concept about the monosaccharide. Okay, now we are going to see one by one the important monosaccharide, that is maltose. First we will see, then lactose, and then sucrose. Okay, we will discuss about these three monosaccharide. Okay, these three monosaccharide in details. Okay, and remember one point. Okay, there is basically two types of glycosidic bond. One glycosidic bond is O glycosidic bond, and another glycosidic bond that is formed is basically N-glycosidic bond. Okay, so basically O glycosidic bond is basically formed when the amino acid basically serine, that is consists of serine or threonine, that is hydroxyl amino acid, that is between the hydroxyl amino acid. Okay, and N-glycosidic bond is formed when the amino acid basically amide containing, that is asparagine, that is nitrogen containing amino acid. Okay, and here the amino acid is hydroxyl amino acid, that is OH. Okay, so when these types of amino acid present, then you can say that O-linked and N-linked bond basically formed. Okay, you can find out through this figure. See, in this the N-linked glycosidic bond is formed because here you can see asparagine and here serine. Okay, I will teach you amino acid after the completion of this carbohydrate lecture in details. Okay, very very important from examination point of view, that amino acid topic. Okay, so now let's look. So first we discuss about the maltose. Okay, now let's look. So what is maltose? Maltose is formed when two glucose molecules are basically combined. When two glucose molecules are combined, then it gives what? It gives maltose. Clear? Now I will explain this with the help of a structure so that you get the clear idea. Okay, now just look at the structure of glucose. Okay, so first this is a structure of the glucose. Okay, Okay, now let's look at the structures about the glucose. See, so this is the simple structure of glucose, nothing complicated in all these structures. Okay, just put HOH. Okay, then just put this. Okay, then this is CH2, this is CH2OH, and this is H. Okay, so this is one structure of glucose. Similarly, another structure of glucose will be formed. Here another structure of glucose. Okay, here is another structure of glucose, and you can say here just put HOH. Okay, then here, and here you can put HOH again. Okay, HOH again, then this is CH2OH. So this is another structure of glucose. Okay, so this is alpha glucose and this is also alpha glucose. Okay, why I write down alpha glucose? Please comment me on the comment box. I already teach all these things, alpha glucose, beta glucose, NMR, in my previous lecture, and remember all these things is very important from examination point of view. Okay, so now, so the structure that will going to be formed here is what? Maltose. Okay, and what will be the name of this structure? I will explain that how to name a structure, Okay, the simple name is maltose, but how to name a structure properly in, you can say, systematically, I will explain you with the help of this structure. Okay, so this is alpha glucose one structure and this is alpha glucose another structure. So when glucose and glucose is combined, then the structure that is going to be formed is maltose, Okay, now, so as I already mentioned you in my previous structures, when I explained in the basic structures, that water molecule is released. Okay, so from where the water molecule is released, that is, this is carbon 1, this is carbon 2, this is carbon 3, 4, 5, and this is carbon 6. Similarly, carbon 1, carbon 2, carbon 3, carbon 4, carbon 5, and this is carbon 6. So when this carbon 1 of the alpha glucose 1, that is C1 carbon hydroxyl group, react to it the C4 carbon of this H group. Okay, then what happened? Then water molecule is released. H2 is released. It means what? It means O is remain, then the structure of maltose will be formed. So this is the structure of maltose. Just look at this structure, simple structure. Okay, this is the structure of the maltose. See, just look at this structure. Okay, and here the O is only remain, and here. So this is the structure of the maltose. Okay, this is the structure of the maltose. So this is the structure of the maltose. Okay, because only the O is remain, so this is the O, and the bond here that is formed is glycosidic bond. Okay, so simple. So OH of the C1 carbon and H from the C4 carbon is basically removed in the form of the water molecule, and only this O is remain, which is basically, I put it here, and the structure that we get is the structure of maltose. Okay, so now this is the structure of maltose. Now how we can name this structure? We can name this structure simply. So see, first look at this. So this is a glucose molecule, so name will be what? Glucose. Okay, now what glucose? This is alpha glucose, and this is also alpha glucose. Okay, and so it means what? Alpha 1. Okay, that is first, just take the name of the structure, that is glucose. Okay, glucose, then it is what? Alpha 1 as first carbon we take, then what? Alpha 1 4 as we take C4 of the H group, that is 4, and this is another structure of glucose. So glucose, that is GLU. So the naming of the maltose is glucose alpha 1 4 glucose. So this is the naming of the structure. Okay, now I will just show you, want to show you the figure of the maltose, then you will get a clear idea. Okay, see, this is alpha glucose, this is beta glucose. Here they take the beta glucose. Okay, that's not a problem. You can take alpha glucose, or you can take beta glucose, and you have to tell me that what is alpha and what is beta glucose, how they take. Okay, so alpha glucose, that is OH group, and beta glucose form, this is H group, and this is carbon number 4, this is carbon number 1. Okay, so this is a glucose molecule. Okay, that is alpha 1 4 glucose. This is a naming. Okay, so this is the naming, that is glucose alpha 1, because from carbon 1 it is take, and this is alpha. So alpha 1 to alpha 1 to 4. Why? This is carbon 4, and this is another glucose. So glucose alpha 1 to 4 glucose is the naming of the maltose. So I hope that you get the clear idea about the maltose. Okay, now let's look at the structure of lactose. So this is the second disaccharide molecule, that is very important. You should know all these structures. Okay, so first I want to explain you that how maltose is formed. Maltose is basically formed from glucose plus galactose. Okay, plus galactose. So if we combine glucose and galactose, it gives lactose. Okay, so second structure will be of lactose. Okay, so when glucose and galactose will combine, then it will give you the structure lactose. Okay, now I will explain the structure of the lactose so that you get clear idea about the lactose. Okay, so just look at the structure of lactose. So here galactose and glucose gives lactose. Okay, so first draw the diagram of galactose. So what will be the diagram of galactose? Galactose will be like this. Okay, so OHH. Okay, similar, that is C1 carbon, and here you can just put it down. Okay, and this is a structure of glucose. Okay, this is a structure of glucose. Okay, this is a structure of glucose, that is, just put it down, and we need this one, HOH. Okay, so galactose is basically what? Galactose is basically beta galactose here, beta galactose, and glucose is what? Alpha glucose. Okay, so when beta galactose and alpha glucose combine, then the structure that is basically formed is known as lactose. But here is a twist. What? In case of beta galactose, as it is beta, so its OH group is above the plane, and as glucose is alpha, so its OH group is below the plane. Okay, so here the structure is formed somewhat zigzag like, that is zigzag like glycosidic bond will be formed. Okay, how? Just look at the structure of the lactose. Okay, So this will be the structure of lactose. Just look at the structure. Okay, just look at the structure of lactose. Okay, just look at the structure of lactose. Okay, so this will be the structure of lactose. So this is the H that I put here. Okay, OH is removed. OH is removed. Okay, simple. And this H is removed. This H is removed. Okay, simple. So only O is remain, just because here the structure is formed like this, because here the O is removed and here the H is removed. So the structure will be like to form this, that is zigzag pattern. So here we put O, then just this H group, just put this H group here, the H. Okay, here the H group I put here. Okay, here the H group, and from here you can draw the structure. Okay, so this is the structure of lactose. Okay, so here in case of lactose, a zigzag pattern of bond like formed. So this is the structure of glucose, and what will be its naming? Its naming will be simple. What? See, first we have to look at the compound name. So compound here is what? Galactose. Just write down galactose. Okay, simple, galactose. Okay, fine. Now galactose, you would just write down galactose. Okay, now what it is? Beta carbon 1. So just write down beta carbon 1. Okay, and it is what? Carbon 4. From where it is take? Carbon 4. So just put arrow and write down carbon 4. Okay, and just put the bracket, and here the compound name what? Compound name is glucose. Just write down glucose. So this is the naming of this compound, that is lactose. So I hope that you get the clear idea that how the naming is done. If you have any doubt, then you may comment me on the comment box. Okay, now just look at the structure of lactose. Okay, so this will be the structure of lactose. See, zigzag pattern, just zigzag pattern. Okay, so this is the structure of lactose. Okay, clear? Now next, the last one, that is the sucrose. Okay, and remember, sucrose is somewhat different than maltose and lactose. Why? Because in case of sucrose, we know that sucrose is formed by the combination of glucose plus fructose. Okay, glucose plus fructose, and we all know that glucose is pyranose structure, and fructose is furanose structure. And the ring of pyranose and furanose like this. This is a pyranose ring, this is a pyranose ring, and this is the furanose ring. So the structure of the sucrose will be formed somewhat different from that of maltose and lactose. Okay, so just look at the structure of sucrose. Okay, so just look at the structure of sucrose. First we should draw the structures. Okay, so first structure, glucose. Okay, just draw the glucose molecule. Just simply draw the glucose molecule. Okay, this is a simple structure of glucose molecules. Here we put down HOH. Okay, here we put down HOH. Okay, simple, just put it, just okay, simple. Now we have to draw the structure of fructose. Okay, okay, fructose. So this is the structure of fructose. Okay, as you can see, I draw it here. Okay, and you will find the structures here. Okay, you will find the structure here. So this is a structure of fructose. Okay, this is a structure of fructose. Okay, just put it here. Okay, CS2OH H, just put it here, and this is CS2, this is CS2OH, and again OH. Now just naming the carbon. Okay, so this is carbon 1, carbon 2, carbon 3, carbon 4, and this is carbon 5, and here this is carbon 6, that is CS2OH. Okay, simple. And just put his the naming here. This is carbon 1. Okay, this is carbon 2, this is carbon 3, this is carbon 4, this is carbon 5, and this is carbon 6. So just put the name. Okay, now how here the water molecule is going to be removed? Here the water molecule is going to be removed from the alpha glucose, that is C1 carbon. You can take the OH group, and from the beta fructose, you have to take the H group from the C2 carbon. So here the water molecule that is going to be released, is from C1 and C2 carbon, and the structure, simple structure that will going to be formed is like this. Okay, so just O will be remain, and just put these two structure. Okay, simple structures, just you put, just O is remain. Okay, just O is remain, so this will be the H. Okay, and this O will be remain. Okay, H is already removed, and here CS2OH, and here the structure will be continue. Okay, continue. So this will be the structure of the sucrose. Now how can you name the compound? The compound naming is very simple. Okay, so how the molecule is formed? So first of all you should name the compound. So this is glucose, from glucose, simple. Now so this is alpha 1, as this is alpha compound, and this is OH group removed from carbon 1, so this is alpha 1. Okay, now so the H group is removed from carbon 2, and this will be the beta fructose. So here the 2 beta, and the compound is what? Fructose, that is fructose. Simple. So the name of the compound is glucose in bracket alpha 1 2 beta fructose. So in this way the naming is done in case of sucrose. So I hope that you get a clear idea. This is the structure of sucrose. I hope that you get the clear idea about all these disaccharide molecules, about their structures, that how can we draw these structures and how we naming the structures. I hope that you get the clear idea about all these important things. Okay, now in my next lecture, in my next video, I will explain you about the nature of this disaccharide, so that you get the clear idea about the nature of the disaccharide, and also I will going to explain about the inversion of the sugar. Okay, so that's all from today's lecture. If you like the lecture, then please share the lecture. Okay, till then, stay safe, stay happy, and stay healthy. Thank you.